Hey guys, this is Echo Soundworks, and you're checking out a Mix Essentials / Production Essentials tip and trick tutorial video on ADSR. So the reason why I said this is both mixing essentials and production essentials, so there are two kind of sub-channels on the ADSR network, is because you can use this technique in both a production environment as well as when you're mixing. And as you see from the title of the video, it is titled, and we are going to be checking out using the wrong plugin. And I discovered this when I was younger, and this was because I had a really sticky mouse on my old iMac, and I don't know if the mouse was sticky, probably the surface, I don't know. Probably too much food in and around the computer area, but regardless, that mouse was sticky. And when I went to click on a plugin once, this was probably in 2012, that I started messing around with this idea more. And this isn't my idea. There are other producers and engineers who'll do this as well. But I basically went to select a plugin by a manufacturer and accidentally selected the wrong one. And I had the audio kind of looping and playing as this was happening. And I really liked the effect. And that made me think, why do we only use plugins? Like, for instance, if we're mixing vocals, why do we only use a vocal plugin or a vocal processing suite? Why not try throwing on a guitar processing effect, or instead of using the FabFilter distortion on an EDM bass, why not try using a guitar distortion? Just mess around. And now this is going to be a hit or miss thing. Sometimes you'll be like, whoa, this is really cool. And most of the time you'll be like, whoa, this is pretty crappy. And that's fine, because I think this can help you in a mixing, viewing this from a mix point or mixing perspective. You can actually kind of change up your sound just by using the wrong plugin. So I have a quick example of that. And I made this example just for the video, so it's really basic. It's not nothing too cool, but let's play it real quick. And we're gonna be checking out this snare sound right here. And let me actually color this for you guys real quick. I'll make it bright pink so we can all see it. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on. So check this little demo out. Okay. So that pink track right there, that pink audio, blah blah audio, that is a snare snap sound that I've made. And I have over here, if you look over here, I have a guitar processing plugin on it. It's made by Chris Lord, Algae, and Waves. And this happened a long time ago. And this is what I'm talking about, where if I go to a manufacturer, I'm like, okay, let's load up a Focusrite thing, and I'm going for the gate, and maybe I click the equalizer, or maybe I'm going for another, maybe I'm going for a certain reverb by Valhalla and I grab the wrong one. It's using the wrong plugin, whether it's by design or by accident. It can have really cool results. So specifically in this guitar, this is meant for guitars. There's two things that I'm actually using on this snare that I think really help. And that is this stereo widener, as well as this compressor that pushes it. If you don't know who Chris Lord Algae is, he's a mixing god in the rock and pop world. And it really helps this snare snap out in the mix. So let's solo the region next to the snare. Let's turn off the CLA plugin. All right, and let's turn it on. Okay, now I've kind of adjusted for volume, because I want to make sure that anytime I'm throwing on effects that I actually like the effect. I'm not just playing a trick on my ears where one is way louder than the other, and so my ears are going to be like, whoa, that loud one's way cooler. So if you notice, I'm at about, for this channel, it's peaking about -0.5. And if we turn it off, -0.7. I can't hear 2/10 of a decibel, so I'm not super worried about that. It's pretty close in my opinion, but all I'm doing is adding a little bit of compression, and these by default will be at the middle level on this specific plugin. It'll be at 0. So I've pushed it up to about 5 or 6, about halfway, and then I've pushed up the stereo spread to about 3. And it's just helping it pop out in the mix. It's really subtle, and that is a guitar plugin. So this is a really short tutorial video, guys. It's literally, hey, don't forget and don't mess around with this idea. You'd be surprised what you'll come up with sometimes. And again, it's hit or miss. In my experience, it is with it, at least. Sometimes I stumble across a really cool effect. I'm like, whoa, is anyone else doing this? And then I'll search online and I find out that may not be the case, or maybe I find out that I'm late to that party. But regardless, just because a plugin is titled for guitar, or it's tailor-made for strings or piano, or vocals, whatever it may be, try loading it up on a different sound source. You might be surprised. All right, that sums up this video. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you guys aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, definitely sign up. We're pumping out a bunch of cool tutorial videos every week. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am Echo Soundworks. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.